Okay, guys, welcome to our first podcast, Pizza Pasta Podcast. And only fitting that our first guest tonight should be Stiletto and the Saxman, the Arminios. I'm Chef Umberto. I'm going to introduce you.
I'm Doreen Arminio, Stiletto.
I'm Joey Arminio, Bazooka Joe Arminio.
Saxman.
The Saxman, obviously.
The Saxman. And he's just coming off celebrating Umberto with the brand new hat he's got on.
My new hat, my new Stetson. Yeah.
So this podcast is going to be very casual when we do it. It's basically going to talk about memories that were made, memories that we made together, memories that they made on their own. And then afterwards we're going to talk about something that intrigues them the most food-wise. And I'm going to give my spin on it. And we'll eat the last half of it. So let's get going. Joey, Doreen, we know each other over 30 years now. Mm-hmm. We met the most, and I tell everybody the story. It's only fitting that the story's on the podcast. So I'm gonna. Which one do you want to start?
I'll start because I'm the one who got her there. So anyway, what happened was we're in Freehold, and we decided that we were going to be looking for work, around different communities and different restaurants and what we're doing. We were doing our first dinner show, which was called the Night at the 500 Club, but it was like the 2-hour dinner show, not the 1-hour dinner show. But it was really great. And so I walk in there and we see this restaurant called Portobello's in Freehold. And I go in the restaurant, I'm looking around, and I said, "Oh, this looks like a nice place for a show." So I didn't do anything. I came out and I told Doreen, and I'm like, "Doreen, go in and let's see if we can book the show." I wasn't good. I would have got thrown out, especially with all the pizza guys. They're sitting there like, who are these people? And they give you the bad eyes. But but she walked in, everybody kind of relaxed. It was nice.
Well, I sold the show, right?
Yeah, you did.
You did.
It was funny because she walked in. I mean, she's definitely a front person. Beautiful woman. Comes in. I'm in the back. I'm prepping. I got a party going on that night. And they go, "You got to come out. We got to hire this band. The woman singer is hot. It's hot." So I turn around and I go on. I said, "Wait, do we know if they can sing or not?" I said, "We're just going to put them in the show." So I came out. Doreen was beautiful and stuff. And we just had, Joey came in, we started talking. And right from the first moment, it's like we had a chemistry.
Yeah, we just kept talking. And we started finding all these common interests. Next thing you know, one thing led to another. And we were involved in almost all the stuff you were doing, from Star Chefs to cruising around the city with the food and all those different things.
Our other ventures too that we put together.
Oh yeah.
Well, you always had something something working, some kind of a event that you were working on, and you're always so creative, and we're creative as well. So it was, it was a nice meeting.
A lot of ideas came flying.
So we've had 30 years of success stories, and we've had a couple failures.
But everybody does. If you don't have a failure, you can't have a success story.
So this is why this was so important that they be our first podcast guest, because they're like part of my family. And finally, we had lost touch for a while.
Yeah, we were up in Verona.
And we came out to Verona a couple times in a past life that I had. And we actually had a good time out there.
The only thing I had to cook for the chef. That was hard.
You just read my mind. I turned and said,
I was so nervous.
The only thing, I loved everything you made until Joey gave me that freeze-dried banana and stuff like that. Remember, it was like, not freeze-dried, dehydrated.
Dehydrated fruit.
Oh my God.
We went through so many phases of eating. I had a dehydrator, and I would dehydrate all these foods. And I was eating vegetarian, and meanwhile I was getting bigger and starving.
Yeah, we had salmon. I made wild salmon or something, but I don't like when you dehydrate. No,
the dehydration's not that good.
The banana that you gave me.
It tasted like dry rot.
I slapped Donna with it.
Yeah. It tasted like that sign.
Yeah, it was not my cup of tea. No. All right, let's go on to the phone book, man. How many years ago did this finally come out?
It came out in 2021, I believe. Yeah, and the book's all about. It's just a book that is our whole musical career. It's all about family and friends, and our trials and tribulations moving through the music business right from the very beginning, as far back as I can remember, with Kennedy's assassination and all the different, everything's in there. 9/11, Sandy with Chris Zagara was a big hero, and he has his own chapter in Sandy. He was saving lives out of a canoe down in Shore Acres.
So it does, it talks about that whole Sandy thing, your whole life, starting from growing up Italian in Verona, and the big family, and then
moving down to Bricktown, down the shore, or my cousins.
This is called 0 to 60, and it was supposed to be, he was going to stop writing on his 60th birthday, which was in 2020, except we were in the middle of COVID, and we were like, there's no way that we can't document this, so he kept going.
What happened was we stopped. It was supposed to be done during COVID, but all of a sudden, it was the strangest thing. They shut us down for an entire year with COVID and wearing masks, the whole thing. And the scariest thing, and it got to a point where when it was over, we're going like, wait a minute, we can't not document this. We were talking day by day. We got up. It tells you what we were doing, what we were thinking. We may never work again. What are we going to do? I'm building little race cars. To live.
Yeah, but you got creative during COVID. Yeah. What came out of COVID?
Oh, the kitchen concert.
There you go.
Okay, we were having 50 to 100,000 people watching our kitchen concerts.
All over the world.
All over the world. In fact, we made so many friends out of the country.
It was great because we had that little house and everybody's like, why the kitchen? And we were like, this is our biggest room. and it was all clean until you went into the other room. Everything was thrown in the other room. Nobody knows that part.
And how many interviews with all the DJs and everybody was on. We had, we were just in the middle of so many things. The East Coast Music Hall of Fame, we were getting ready to do that for the second gala, which you won, the second one. But it was like, all these things were happening and we were on fire. Everything was happening. Everybody wanted a piece of us to do something. And here we are, only being able to do things from the room.
He loved it. He loved it.
I did. I loved it.
Let's ask Doreen something.
Okay.
East Coast Hall of Fame. What did that feel like?
Well, I have to tell you, there were two times we had it. There was 2019 where Joe won for the best musician, and I have to tell you, it was one of the best nights I ever had. I didn't win that year. I don't know what place I came in, but I didn't win. Teresa McLean won, and we went there, and I sat there in the back, and I didn't move. I didn't eat anything. I watched star after star. These are all doo-wop oldies people.
It was
come in
my God,
and go on stage and perform, and we had so many more people that were alive, so that was amazing, and we stayed the whole weekend. It was probably one of the best nights. I didn't care if I won or not. It was wonderful. We got a chance to perform. They put us on the big stage, which was great.
That's when Bobby Rydell was there too.
Everybody was there.
Bobby Rydell.
Francis. And then, I got to meet Connie, and so then they were supposed to do another one the next year. And then COVID happened, so they kept postponing it. So finally in 2022, when we did it, was a very different event. It was more quiet. They weren't allowing a lot of people backstage and stuff. So it was really just, a few of us backstage. I sat there with Tony Orlando back there, and he was talking to me. He
was great. What a nice man, Tony Orlando. And Vinny Medunia was so instrumental because he was pushing us. Because we're kind of like laid back. We don't want to, can I have your autograph? That kind of thing. So Vinny's like grabbing us and going, go get Connie, get in that picture. And that was really exciting. And he's a great guy.
But it's a nice honor to be, it was a voting thing, and it was a nice honor for people to, vote for you in this and to win.
It was really nice. Yeah.
Well, with the Hall of Fame and stuff like that, now we moved on and we create. Well, you guys created it. I followed along. Mm-hmm. Let's talk about the doo-wop, Golden Oldies.
Okay. Well, it was kind of in the vein of the East Coast Music Hall of Fame because they had some issues and they kind of just stopped. So we wanted to continue with one of the premises that they have was to preserve, to really honor the legends. We don't have a lot left anymore. Like from 6 years ago, we lost so many of these entertainers. So we want to preserve, that whole sound and the authenticity of it, and we also want to inspire, the young people who
young artists.
who love the music and want to keep it going. So there's kids in their 20s, there's kids in their
I'd like to
30s.
eventually, like I said, do an honor an old timer who's been in the business, and then honor a young guy.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
we're moving toward that. We want to take it a little slower because we don't want to trip, and we know what it's like to trip.
Yeah.
And
No, absolutely.
we don't want to do that.
Keeping it slow.
The good thing about it too is what we've spoken about it. Same like I do with our pizza brawl. I gotta get used to saying pizza brawl because somebody messed up the pizza word thing. I would leave that alone. But we like to look for the hidden gems. We like to look for the unsung heroes.
Yeah.
That's the same thing with the music business, because being in a past life a musician too, you have musicians that worked all their lives and the managers made the money, and they're like working stiffs. They still have to work. Those are the people.
Those are the
that
people
we really
want to
give.
honor. We want to honor them.
Well,
Yeah.
like
Now
we
we
did our
just
first
did.
event,
We just did our first event. You can tell us about
Yeah.
Bobby D'Andrea,
Oh my God! Well, you guys go back as long as I do with Bobby,
Andre and Sorrell,
Andre and
Frank
Sorrell,
Sorrell, and
yeah.
Bobby.
Bobby D'Andrea. I mean, we had an event that was slated for Magic and Music, I think it was,
Yeah.
and we started talking about all of us. And Bobby is the oldest living doo-wop lead singer that's still active. Was he 93?
He's 90, sure, 93.
93, yeah, he's 93 years old. And the guy can still perform.
He's
He was great. He
fantastic.
performed. He was great.
He's fantastic. He's probably one of the funniest people I've ever met. And he inspired, they both inspired us a lot with our shows.
Yes,
Both Andre
Frank and
Sorrell.
Bobby were our main for our show groups. Not from the oldies end of it, but as we got into the vaudeville and the comedy and the singing and the, like Atlantic City type shows.
Right.
They inspired Joe Arminio and the family with the Night at the 500 Club and all that stuff.
Well, what a night it turned out. And I'm so glad, because Doreen came up with the brainchild. She said, listen, we should honor Bobby D'Andrea. And I love Bobby. I go back a long way. Nobody deserves it more than him. We sat down, we put our heads together, and it was a great night.
And he had such a great time. He couldn't say enough.
It was kind of, we put it together, it was only a month before they picked the date, so a lot of people wanted to come and couldn't, but they sent videos in, and they told him how much they loved him, and he was just so happy. He was really thrilled.
Yeah.
And that's what we wanted, and we've been talking about it for years, and you finally just said, let's just pick this date and let's do it, and I thank you for that.
I don't like to let grass grow under my feet, that's all.
I mean, there's a handful of people that inspired us, like Uncle Floyd was a big inspiration.
I loved Uncle
and
Floyd.
Paul Veneer. Paul Veneer's a big inspiration as well.
Paul Veneer's another person.
And Phil Senecola.
Oh my God,
Phil Senecola. These are the kind of people we come from. And these are the kind of people that inspire us to get on stage every day and make people laugh. Just relax, be ourselves, and just have fun.
Funny.
Phil
We
went
love
out
being
Phil
funny.
went out
I'm never
singing.
serious.
I mean, I remember he's performing by me. What a great guy. We have so many great musicians that have not gotten the accolades that they deserve.
Absolutely.
And that's what I'm so glad that they brought it up and they involved me. And in 15 minutes or so, we basically, covered 0 to 60, our relationship. The next thing, which is the second.
Tell them the name of the society.
Yes.
You did. She just started. Tell them what you did with it.
It's called
real quick.
Golden Oldies Doo-Wop Society.
Yeah.
And I'm getting ready. It doesn't have to be a nonprofit, but we are going to file for that. So we're getting all the paperwork ready for that. Just so that maybe we can get some fundraising going so that we can hold these events.
Yeah, we can hold these events. We want the events to be bigger, kind of like the East Coast Music Hall of Fame, but it'll all be donations. And then we'll set things up a little differently, but once we move into that, we'll explain. And we have a website we'll be working on to also support that, and Umberto here will be on it. We'll have all us together. So that's pretty interesting. It's exciting. It's not going to be fast. It's going to be, we just don't want to make mistakes,
Well, between the Golden Oldies Doo-Wop Society and Cooking for the Cause, we've meshed together and we've melded. Come on, listen. That's why our newest thing that we're doing now, we're going to talk about that a little bit too.
Music and Mangia.
Right? Music
we
and
love
Mangia.
Mangia.
So there's no better things that mean love. When you eat, it's memories, it's family, it's generations and love, and if you got good music with it, it puts everything all together. Speaking of eating, we had talked about a dish with you guys, and we came up with seafood, and we talked about, Joey said he had this balsamic reduction, and I turned around and said, listen, what about if I create a swordfish, and I'm going to do my own caponata agrodolce, and we're going to serve with a little broccolini, and I believe you brought some homemade crab rangoons.
Yes, I made crab rangoons.
And vino.
And vino, we got vino. So
crab,
we're gonna take a little break. We're gonna get that food ready, and we'll be back. With the food.
Can I say one thing?
Go ahead.
My son Tommy Arminio and Lexi had a brand new granddaughter, Alora Carrie Arminio, on May 3rd, the day before my birthday. Yeah. So it was like the 3rd and 4th. Be with you. That's all I'm going to say.
Well. We're going to take a little break and we'll be back with the food. Ciao. Tante bella cose. All right, guys, we're back and our food is ready. This is my twist on what you told me. Mm-hmm. It's swordfish agrodolce with a fire-roasted caponata, Sicilian caponata. Consists of eggplant, blistered grape tomatoes. It's got red onion in it. It's got capers. It's got a little bit of craisins in it. What else we got? We got exotic baby peppers that are chopped up in it, and basically a little hint of garlic. Then I do a little bit of honey, a little bit of balsamic vinegar, and then it's topped off with and of course Partana olive oil. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna test it out. Ladies first. You want to give me your dish?
Okay.
Let me get you the swordfish.
Thank you. Oh my God, that looks great.
Oh my God, does that look good?
And hold on, we got a little broccolini.
Looks good. And the broccolini.
Yum, thank you.
There we go. Joey, give me your dish, bud.
Oh, this is fantastic.
Well, this is at the end of our show. This is what we do. This is our tribute to our guest.
Yeah.
We pay a little homage with a little bit of food. And of course, a little bit of vino, which you guys brought the vino tonight.
You brought the vino, yeah. Oh my God, does that look good?
All right. Andrea's at the camera, so as soon as we're done, she'll eat also. But let's do our salute first. No good Italian table ever does their dinner without a little bit of red wine.
And the red wine we have is called vino. Which is a perfect wine.
It's good. Tastes good. All right.
So let's go in and taste.
All right. I did cheat a little bit before. I love swordfish. Okay, I want a nice bite with a little bit of everything on it.
Oh, that's good. Very good.
Take that little hint of the citrus.
It's sweet. It's delicious.
The swordfish, before I grilled it, I basted it with a little bit of Partana lemon-infused extra virgin, and that's the lemon you taste on the swordfish.
That tastes amazing.
Isn't that amazing?
I love the
on the
eggplant.
palate.
Oh my God. It's so good.
And this is something I grew up with in a Sicilian family, the caponata, but they used to do it in a pan. I like fire roasting, you get a little crunch and it's moist.
Yeah, it's crunchy, sweet. Delish.
A lot of quiet downtime on this camera because we're eating.
Yeah, this is what happens when we eat.
And the broccolini I gotta try too.
That's
I love broccolini.
Italian families, they yell, scream over the table, blah, 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 blah,
And then
blah.
all of a sudden it gets
Then all
quiet.
of a sudden, the minute the food comes out, you hear nothing.
Quiet. It's all quiet at the set. But this is part of what the Pizza Pasta Podcast is all about. If you go onto our What's Cooking Facebook page, our YouTube channel, it's all about what food does, music does. It brings love, brings family together, and it builds a lot of memories. And God, through the years we've been together, we've made a lot of memories.
A lot of memories.
We've eaten a lot of meals together too.
We have.
Oh, yeah. So, this being our first podcast, we're just about out of time. On behalf of myself, Joey, Doreen, the Arminios, I'm Chef Umberto from the Pizza Pasta Podcast. Tante bella cose.
Thank you.
Thank you.